reeling from Bryce's blatant disregard for my knowledge of what is and isn't safe during pregnancy. I turned on the taps to the shower and removed my sweat-dampened clothes. I didn't appreciate being treated like a child. I was not a child, nor was I a naive and inexperienced first-time mum. I knew what I could and couldn't do. I knew my limits. I also knew that if I didn't watch what I ate and stay somewhat physically active, I was bound to pile on the weight, ache all over, and become mentally depressed again. After Charlotte was born, I, like most women after having children, had stacked on the kilos and struggled to lose them for months and months. I had found myself sinking into a hole of misery and depression, and I sure as hell didn't want to find myself back there. Being in that state of mind was horrible. Having felt shitty, been bad-tempered, and unable to sleep well. I'd had no energy, had physically ached all over, ate nothing but crap, and made really bad lifestyle choices. All in all, I was just downright horrible to myself and the people around me. So I knew that if I didn't maintain the healthy lifestyle I had now become accustomed to, I would head down that terrible path again. And I was not about to let that happen. Bryce was just going to have to back the fuck off. This was my body, my baby. Okay, our baby. But my body, and I knew how to look after it, not him. No, that is somewhat of a lie. He looks after my body exceptionally well, especially when he combines his hands and mouth, and— Stop it, Alexis. I stepped into the shower, and shortly after Bryce appeared at the door, holding my breakfast and a cup of tea he had made. "What are you doing?" I asked him, annoyance clear within my tone. "You didn't eat your breakfast." "I don't want it," I hissed at him. "I've lost my appetite." "You are going to eat your breakfast, even if I have to come in there and feed it to you myself." "Seriously, Bryce, you're being an overbearing pain in the arse. I'm not hungry right now. If I become hungry after my shower, then I'll eat." "Alexis, you have just had a workout, which you haven't done in a while. You need to replenish your energy levels." "Bryce!" I yelled, moving to the opening of the shower to glare at him. He stepped forward so quickly, I barely had time to react to the piece of toast he assertively pressed into my mouth while steadying me with his arm at the same time. I choked, spat half the contents back out, and freed myself from his grasp. I glowered at him as I wiped my mouth, stepping back under the water, retreating into territory he would not enter due to being fully clothed. "What are you doing?" "I told you I would feed you myself, and I will, so I suggest you eat," he said firmly, displaying a slight smirk on his face and holding out some more toast. "You stubborn, overprotective, overbearing, sexy, domineering son of a bitch. If you want me to eat that, then you will have to come in here and do exactly what you threatened." I turned my back to him in defiance and went to wash my hair. Almost instantly he had spun me round and pinned me up against the wall, both my arms held above my head with one of his own. He was wearing a pair of suit pants and a shirt which were now completely soaked. "You will eat your breakfast, my love," he said in a calm, low, and incredibly sexy authoritative voice. Squinting my eyes at him, I opened my mouth to take a bite of the toast. Luckily his shower was quite large, and where he had me pinned against the tiles was not directly in the stream of water. I bit down on the toast and quickly consumed it. "Let me go," I mumbled. "No, not until you've eaten the whole piece." "I hate you right now, but you are so fucking hot, all clothed and wet, and the only thing I want to eat is you." I opened my mouth for another bite, so he obliged by placing the remaining bit of toast inside. He kept a firm grip on my hands while he pierced me with his wanting eyes, the desire he harbored for me now blatantly present, so much so I could read him like a book. This was one of my favorite forms of communication with him. I loved how we were both able to stare into each other's eyes and know what we felt, wanted, and needed. Right now he wanted me, and right now I wanted him. But I could be just as stubborn, and until he promised to back off in relation to exercising, I had no plans to give in to his dictational tease. I opened my mouth again, prompting him to lean forward. "Do you